Behind the facades of Zurich and Geneva lies an ecosystem operating in absolute silence, holding the financial lifeblood of the global elite. You have seen the cinematic depictions, numbered accounts, shadowy vaults, briefcases of unmarked bills. The truth is far more mechanical, infinitely more regulated, and completely detached from the average retail investor. Today, we strip away the mythology. We examine the strict operational reality of global wealth. You are about to enter a centuries-old Swiss private bank. But you are not walking in as a client. You are walking in as an employee. You are going to climb the 4 distinct tiers of institutional wealth management. You will see exactly how capital flows, how secrecy is legally maintained, and what your life becomes as you rise to the peak of the global financial industry. Level 1. The gatekeeper. You are the relationship manager. You sit at the front line of global wealth. To the outside world, your title sounds prestigious. Inside the bank, you know the reality. You are simply the front desk for millionaires. Your days are not spent in subterranean gold vaults. They are spent staring at monitors buried under compliance protocols. You are the barrier between the institution and the world's illicit money. Welcome to the era of stringent know your customer and anti-money laundering laws. If you visualize capital flow, think of yourself as a fortified dam. Your job is stopping contaminated water from entering the reservoir. When a client approaches with $50 million, your first instinct is not celebration. It is absolute suspicion. You must trace the origin of every single cent. You demand tax records, corporate structuring documents, and proof of legitimate enterprise. You comb through the origins of their wealth, flagging political exposure and international sanctions. Your clients are demanding. They are accustomed to immediate obedience, yet you must frequently tell them no. You freeze wire transfers because a single signature is missing. You bear the brunt of furious phone calls from Tokyo or London. You maintain the famed Swiss secrecy, not through shadowy handshakes, but through encrypted digital fortresses and strict legal boundaries. You are well compensated, but you trade time for a salary. You are fundamentally a highly paid compliance officer, navigating an endless labyrinth of international financial law, terrified that one slip-up could cost the bank billions in regulatory fines. Level 2. The strategist. You have proven you can handle the crushing weight of compliance. Now, you are promoted behind the closed doors of the asset management division. You are the portfolio manager. You no longer hold the client's hand. Your sole responsibility is holding their money. This is where the actual mechanics of institutional wealth visualization come into play. Look at the capital flowing outward from the bank. Retail investors obsess over rapid growth, chasing the next tech unicorn or explosive stock pick. You operate on a completely different paradigm. Your mandate is not making your clients rich. They are already rich. Your absolute mandate is preventing them from ever becoming poor again. Your enemies are inflation, currency devaluation, and global accessions. To defeat them, you deploy capital across a carefully engineered fortress. You allocate tens of millions into highly liquid global equities, securing a baseline defense against inflation. The real strategy is in alternative assets. You allocate a percentage of their net worth into physical, allocated gold, secured in duty-free transit zones beneath the Swiss Alps. This is an absolute hedge against systemic banking failure. You channel funds into prime physical real estate in the safest jurisdictions on Earth, commercial blocks in London, residential towers in Singapore, and agricultural land in the American Midwest. You diversify into tangible, non-correlated assets, directing capital toward blue-chip fine art stored securely in the Geneva Freeport. Every move is calculated through complex risk models. If a geopolitical crisis erupts, you instantly visualize how it impacts global energy markets, hedging portfolios with commodity derivatives. You are a mechanic of wealth preservation, tweaking a machine designed to outlast governments and outlive market crashes. Level 3. The Rainmaker. You have mastered the mechanics of money. Now you must master the psychology of power. You have left the desk behind. You are a senior private banker, operating in the hyper-elite sphere of ultra-high net worth individuals and billionaires. You no longer wait for money to come to the bank. You hunt for it. Your life is no longer measured in hours worked. It is measured in flight miles and assets under management. You are constantly in the air. On Monday, you are in a private suite overlooking the Monaco harbor, discussing generational succession with a European shipping magnate. By Wednesday, you are in the Dubai International Financial Center, structuring a complex family office for a Middle Eastern energy baron. On Friday, you are dining in a private club in Singapore, securing the liquid assets of an Asian tech founder who just took their company public. You are selling trust, discretion, and access. Your compensation structure has fundamentally shifted. You are no longer collecting a base salary. You take a percentage of the revenue generated by the billions you bring into the bank's ecosystem. Your wealth is entirely dependent on the secrets you keep and the relationships you control.
You know these families better than they know themselves. You know about their hidden debts, their illegitimate children, their quiet divorces, and their deepest financial fears. You sit at the exact intersection of human psychology and high finance. The pressure is immense. The bank expects you to constantly feed the vault. If you lose a billionaire client to a rival institution, hundreds of millions in assets under management vanish overnight. You are incredibly wealthy now, but your position remains deeply fragile. You are only as valuable as the loyalty of the billionaires whose secrets you fiercely protect. Level 4. The Vault Keepers. You have survived decades in the most competitive financial environment on Earth. You have reached the absolute peak of institutional power. You are a managing partner. You sit on the board of a centuries-old Swiss institution. You no longer manage individual clients or pick assets. You manage the bank itself. At this level, numbers become abstract. You are negotiating with entities possessing the financial gravity of nation-states. You sit across from directors of sovereign wealth funds representing trillions in capital. You structure money flows for royal families, conglomerates, and central banks. You are a geopolitical strategist. When you look at a map, you see risk and opportunity sounds. You analyze the euro's stability, U.S. trade policies, and regulatory crackdowns. You move vast pools of wealth across global empires like chess pieces, staying ahead of changing tax regimes and conflicts. The stakes are existential. You are the ultimate protector of the world's hidden money. You must navigate pressure from foreign governments demanding transparency, balancing international cooperation with the ethos of Swiss privacy. A miscalculation here does not just ruin a portfolio, it can collapse a bank that has survived world wars and centuries of upheaval. You have transcended being an employee. You are the architect of a vault itself, standing quietly at the center of the global economy. This is the mechanical reality of institutional wealth. There is no magic, no cinematic glamour. It is a rigid, multi-layered hierarchy designed for one singular purpose: the relentless preservation of capital. From the grueling compliance of the gatekeeper to the strategic asset allocation of the portfolio manager. From the high-stakes relationship building of the rainmaker to the geopolitical maneuvering of the vault keepers. Every level serves as a firewall against financial destruction. You have seen how the money moves, how the secrets are guarded, and what it truly takes to operate at every level of a Swiss private bank. The vault is closed.